Okay, once again, welcome to my class. Entrepreneurs, welcome to my class. So, we are now in another part of our lessons. And this is about finalizing business plan and business plan presentations. So, our performance standard for this lesson is to present an acceptable business plan and defend plan clearly. So, yung acceptable business plan na yan, nagsimula na yan doon pa lang sa unang lesson natin, sa lesson 1 pa lang, na kung saan we have this idea generation and then finilter natin yan hanggang sa ma-filter out yung mga ideas na sa tingin natin ay hindi viable or hindi siya pwedeng ituloy o hindi siya pwedeng magtatagumpay. Kaya we have to focus on products or business idea na sa tingin natin ay mag-grow. And then, nagkaroon din tayo mga sales forecast, pinag-aralan natin yan. And now, ipe-present naman siya. Okay? And defend the plan clearly. So, finalizing a business plan involves ensuring all sections are complete, consistent, and compelling. Ano ba yung mga sections na yan? Mamaya di-discuss natin yan. So, presenting the plan requires a clear, concise, and engaging narrative that highlights key aspects like the problem, solution, market, and financial projection. So, napakahalaga na when we are presenting a plan, it should be clear, malinaw, it should be concise, okay, maliwanag, at engaging narrative na nag-highlight sa key aspect ng problema na gusto natin bigyan ng solusyon. At sa mga tao na sa tingin natin ay bibili o they are the market ng ating produkto. At malaman natin for the financial projection magkano yung gagastusin, magkano yung kikitain. Okay? And the presentation should be tailored to the audience using visuals and a strong call to action. So, pag sinabi natin call to action, hindi nag-e-end yung ating presentation na nag-present lang tayo. Kung ang kausap natin audience, ang kausap natin ay customer, ang call to action natin yan, bumili kayo. Kung ang kausap natin yan ay partnership, ang call to action natin yan, makipag-partner kayo. Kung ang call to action natin is investors, so ang audience natin ay investors, so ang call to action natin ay mag-invest kayo. So, finalizing the business plan, ito yung ilan sa mga pag-uusapan natin dyan, review and refine, execute summary, financial projection, management team, call to action, and final touches. So, review and refine. We have to ensure all the section are thoroughly reviewed for accuracy, clarity, and consistency. Napakahalaga na ma-review natin yung mga documents natin, yung mga sinulat natin doon, yung mga financial statements natin, yung mga financial projection natin, na all information that we put there are accurate and it bring clarity sa mga magbabasa nito and also consistent kasi through that mas ma-identify ng pagpapresenta natin kung ano ba talaga yung gusto nating i-portray na information sa kanila. And then we have the executive summary. Craft a compelling summary that captures the essence of the business and its potential for success. So, lahat ng sinabi natin, hindi naman matatandaan niya ng ating kausap, ng ating prepresentahan. Kaya, we should have a summary, a brief summary, na kung saan andito yung mahalagang information na kailangan malaman ni audience natin para mas malaman natin how we were going to ask them for a call to action. And then yung financial projection. So, ensure financial forecasts are realistic and well supported by data. So, pag sinabing data, we work with numbers. Pagka tinanong yan, saan nyo nakuha yung data nyan? So, pwedeng sabihin natin, according po kasi sa geographic location po ng lugar po na to, they have 35,000 individuals who are working, who has the money, and who has the same problem na gusto nilang masolusyonan at ito yung solusyon natin sa kanila. So, you have those data. And management the team. So, highlight the experience and expertise of the team, emphasizing their ability to execute the plan. So, this is very important. Now, bilang isang leader or team leader, you should know kung saan magagaling yung mga tao mo or kung saan mahuhusay itong mga part of your team. Kasi doon mo ma-delegate o doon mo ibibigay yung delegation kung saan sila mahusay nang sa gayon mas magawa nila ng mas maayos at effective yung kanilang skills at makapagbigay ng mas magandang output in a specific plan or target na output na ina-expect mo sa kanila. And syempre, yung call to action, clearly articulate what is needed from the audience, funding or partnership. So kung kailangan mo dyan ng investors, so ang call to action natin dyan, mag-invest kayo. Kailangan natin ng partners, call to action natin, mag-partner kayo. Kung kailangan natin, ang kausap natin ay bibili, customers, ang call to action natin, bumili kayo. That is for call to action. And syempre, yung final touches natin, proof-free for errors and ensure the plan is visually appealing. So, there are people kasi na hindi talaga mahilig magbasa, kaya mahalaga din that we can present it visually. Nang sa gayon, mas madaling maintindihan ng mga tao. And you have to be careful also sa mga audience mo. Kasi may mga audience talaga, halimbawa, audience mo, mga kabataan, kasi ang product mo ay pangkabataan, so expect mo maiksi yung attention span niyan. So, dapat, yung presentation nyo, very short, clear, concise, informative, and you have this, syempre, yung call to action. So, for business plan presentation, kasi nahati yan sa dalawa, preparing and then presentation. So, preparation, tapos presentation. Preparation, we work on documents. And now, let's go to, and let's move to presentation. So, know your audience, tell a story, use visuals, keep it concise, practice your delivery. So, ito yung mga bagay na yun. So, first, you have to know your audience. Tailor the presentation to the specific audience, interest, and level of understanding. So, pagka sinabing tailor, ipe-present kasi natin siya sa specific audience interest. Okay? So, sabi nga kanina, kung customer yan, yun yung audience natin. Kung yan ay for partnership, so audience natin yan, and for investors, yan yung audience natin. So, interest and the level of understanding. Kaya mahalaga na malaman mo yung audience mo kasi doon mo malalaman ganong katagal ka kaya pwedeng mag-present sa kanila. At kung gaano kababaw mo dapat i-present yung mga information regarding sa business plan ninyo. Kasama din kasi yung level of understanding. And you can tell a story. Engage the audience by framing the business plan within a compelling narrative. For example, yung aking lip tint. Yung aking lip tint na simula yung aking Tinte Amor during na sa discussion lang ng aking klase. So, habang nagkaklase kami, nag-isip kami ng example, hanggang naisip namin, okay, lip tint, kasi puro mga girls o mga dalagita ang aking mga students. So, maybe, just maybe, I'm gonna pick their interest dun sa mga usually na ginagamit nila. So, nag-focus ako dun sa lip tint or lip gloss. So, from that, nagsimula lang kami sa sabi namin, sige, halimbawa, yung product ay lip gloss. Magkano yan sa market? Binibili ba yan sa market? Hanggang sa ano ba yung problem sa mga lip gloss? Isa sa mga problem sa mga lip gloss, they usually use synthetic ingredients para makapagbigay ng magandang kulay sa kanilang mga labi. So sabi ko, why not create a lip gloss na all natural at may long-lasting kissable lips effect? So, from that, hanggang sa naisip ko, why not? Bakit kaya meron mga bang ganon? Meron mga ba talaga nakakapagbenta, kaya mag-produce ng all natural na ingredients from a lip tint? So, naghanap ako ng supplier at nakakita ako ng pwedeng mag-supply sa akin ng all natural lip tint na pwedeng ilagay sa roll-on na bote na kung saan gagamitin nila ako ng lip tint, naka-roll on na. So, through that idea, nakuha yung konsepto ni Tinte Amor. So, si Tinte means tint, si Amor means love. So, pag pinagsama natin yung Tinte Amor, love for tint or love of tint. Ganun ang ibig niyang sabihin. So, now, I'm going to present you Tinte Amor. Ayan. So, I started with a story. No. So, you can engage the audience by framing the business plan within a compelling narrative. Also, you can use visuals, incorporate corporate charts, graphs, and images to illustrate key points and make the presentation more engaging. Kasi ang goal nga natin dito, makuha natin yung engagement, yung attention ng mga listener natin. So, we can use mga visuals, graphics na yan para makuha natin yung attention nila during na tayo nagpe-present. May graphs, may charts, and even the images para i-illustrate natin yung mga key points natin habang tayo ay nagpe-present sa mga audience natin. And keep it concise. Okay? Short, clear, and madaling intindihin. So, focus on key information and avoid overwhelming the audience with too much detail. Kasi pagka masyadong marami tayong information na ibinibigay o binabato sa ating mga audience, there high possibility na antukin na sila habang tayo nagpe-present at hindi na sila makinig. Kaya pagdating doon sa may call to action, ha sila. Hindi nila alam paano ba sila magre-react o magpa-participate doon sa call to action mo. And then, practice your delivery. Mahalaga na mag-practice. So, rehearse the presentation to ensure a smooth and confident delivery. Pwede kayong mag-practice sa ibang mga classmates ninyo, or mag-practice kayo sa ibang mga tao, or mag-practice kayo sa mga kilala nyo, o kayo mismo, maging audience, para mas maintindihan ninyo ano yung dapat idagdag, ano yung dapat baguhin, ano yung dapat ayusin, ano yung dapat na i-prioritize habang kayo ay nagpe-present. Nang sa gayon ay mas lalong maintindihan ng inyong mga audience ang gusto ninyong ibigay o iparating na information sa kanila. And be prepared to answer questions. Expect questions. Kaya mahalaga nagpa-practice. Kasi kung nagpa-practice kayo, there's a possibility na marinig ninyo yung sarili ninyo at tanongin nyo yung sarili nyo regarding those specific information na ibinibigay ninyo sa inyong mga audience. So, pwedeng kayo din mismo habang binabasa nyo yan, malaman ninyo kung ano yung mga sa tingin ninyo, pwedeng itanong ni customer, and you have to ready made answers for all those questions. Dahil sigurado kung nakuha natin yung atensyon ng ating audience, imposible na hindi sila magtanong. If we got their attention, magtatanong sila patungkol sa ating presentation or patungkol sa ating produkto. And syempre, don't forget, end with a call action. So, clearly state what you want to the audience to do after the presentation. Kung ang audience mo, customer, ask them to buy. Kung ang customer mo ay investor, ask them to invest. Kung ang customer mo ay partners, ask them in partnership. So, I think that's all for this lesson. So, if you have questions, mag-send lang kayo ng query sa inyong sa ating group chat or sa ating silid, or pwede naman kayong mag-comment din. And expect a quiz, a short activity after this lesson. So, yun lang. Maraming salamat and God bless.